Coffee to me is a lot of things. I dedicate a lot of time towards coffee. That's how I make a living. And for a really long time, my dream was to be the best in the world in coffee. But also, the great thing about coffee is that when I drink my first cup in the morning, that's a chance for me to slow down. It's a chance for me to just be there and soak up the moment and be mindful and be present. And that's what's great about coffee, because it can mean so many different things. It can also be very personal. By the end of the day, it's also a chance to be mindful. I think came across mindfulness or the practice of being mindful because of competition. Because of competition, I had to practice a lot of breathing, I had to visualize, I had to think about certain ways and find ways to center myself, especially before competition. But also I found mindfulness in my lowest point. I was burnout, I competed too many times, failed too many times, and at one point I just burned out and I didn't know if I wanted to do it ever again. And through working with myself and working and then trying to find what I really want to do, through that journey, I found that mindfulness really centers me and let me actually know what I want to do. And at that point, it was to be the best in the world at coffee. And because of that, it's super helpful. But I realized that it can also help a lot of people. It doesn't have to be about competition. It doesn't have to be about coffee. But being mindful really helps everybody. My work with Victoria Arduino started a few years ago. I think it was around 2019 after my first World Championship. We started working in Indonesia and then eventually the region as well. And what I like about working with Victoria Arduino is not just the company values, not just about the innovation, the design, the sustainability aspects, but also the people and the culture. And that was very apparent when I lost. I competed many times, I lost more than I won. And at one of the lowest point after WBC Milan, the first people who came and consoled me and still congratulated me were the Victoria Arduino team. So that really touched me. They were there for the bad times and eventually the good times in Busan. So yeah, I think you can't really exchange that with anything else, and that's why we decided to keep on working together. My vision for the future is actually grounded in the present. I think what doing mindfulness has taught me was to just be present and absorb and be in that moment. And when the moment is right, you'll see that vision for the future. Obviously, you have to future-proof your plan and your future, but a lot of that actually comes from being grounded in the moment.